We're back, day 106 of using Vinted to sell my old stuff that got me started in the world of selling collectibles. So, since speaking to you on Tuesday, there's not been too many sales, and to be honest with you, I've not been topping up the store too much. As you know, if you watch the channel in the past, I always try and keep the store at 99 listings. We don't want to go above that because I think the store gets too busy on Vinted. So keeping it at 99 means I can focus on the collectibles that are on the Vinted store, and if they're not selling, I need to basically pull my finger out and adjust prices, bump items, send offers out to people watching them, and that kind of thing. But let me just go on to the store. Obviously, it's Friday today, so we'll be doing a balance update, sales update, and plans for the week. The reason I've not been doing too much with the Vinted is because last week I've spent a lot of the Vinted pot balance to buy collectibles that are going on the eBay store, and I'm not going to show you, but basically there's an unboxing video I've published it today, but this week I've been working on building a multi-listing for those Funkos right there, and it's still not ready yet. It's probably going to be ready Saturday or Sunday, but that's been the priority because I've already seen from the results that basically using the Vinted pot balance to invest in collectibles that are going in the direction I want the eBay store to go in is making money quicker than me going through like my old stuff that, to be honest, it's stuff that I do want gone because it's done what I wanted it to do and got me to like this position in my business. So I'm really happy. But I'm basically focusing more of my energy this week on getting the stuff on that I've invested the Vinted pot balance in. But I'm still going to give you an update as to where we're at. So let me go on the Vinted store. Does it say active? So at the minute we've got 88 items currently listed on the Vinted store, which gives us space to get 11 new listings on the Vinted store. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to get listed today, and I'm also going to put a little recording. Not yet, let's do it after, Mick. I'm going to do a recording at the end to hold myself accountable and make sure that whatever time it gets to today, tonight, whatever, these are going on before this video goes out at 8 p.m. Good way to make sure I crack on, get it done. It's been like a really busy day today. I've been to pick up some collectibles. Just you don't need to know about it, but it's been a busy day. So let me show you, before we do a sales update, what I'm going to be listing today. So first up, these will be going on. So it's a pair of Jurassic World Matchbox toys. They'll be going on as a pair. Then we've got some Playmobil Dragons toy figures. They'll also be going on as a little bundle. If they were like different series, they'd go on separate, but the fact that they're both relating to the same series, same with the Jurassic World, happy days. It's just going to limit the amount of listings I've got, and if you're a person buying this as a collector, a reseller, or a parent buying it for like a loved one, it just helps with like postage costs. It's going to help basically. This is pretty cool. Again, another Playmobil. We've got what's it called? Back to the Future, Marty McFly, and what's he called? Dr. Brown. What's he called? Dr. Emmett Brown. Pretty cool. It's a shame because quite recently they both did a signing event in the UK. So if I knew I had this, I could have maybe like made a weekend of it, gone to where the place was and got these signed, and if they were signed, it'd obviously go on my eBay store as like a really nice collectible. But yeah, that will go on the Vinted store. Then we've got, leave me a comment if you can name a better ITV TV series than I'll Feed a Same Pet. It's from like the 90s. But I remember watching this as a kid at my parents', and even I found it funny. I'd probably find it even funnier now. I'd probably be able to relate to the jokes a lot more. But it was like a really good TV show. But yeah, that's 26 episodes, series 1 and 2. That will be going on the Vinted store, and then we finish with these. So the only problem with me listing these, it's going to take the store past 100 listings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 to go. We're just going to pick out 7 of my favourite, but it's basically music related pin badges. Now, if these were like originals, they'd be going on my eBay store, but because they're reproductions, they are still new and sealed. So I'll put it's obviously a seller. It's a good seller for collectors, resellers, music fans, or like even like little gifts. But I'm going to pick out my 7 favourite. So we've got Marilyn Manson, Green Day, Guns N' Roses, Megadeth, AC/DC, Metallica, Pantera, they're not going in. Ghost, not heard of them, they're not going in. The Jam, and Slipknot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8. We're going to do 8, and it's going to take the store to 100. Who's my favourite though? Let me know in the comments who's the best out of those bands. But I think if you said Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, Thunderstruck, What a Song, or Green Day, if you said any of them 3, you're correct. We've got the similar music taste, but still some decent bands there. They're all going to be going on the Vinted store. Crack on with them. But before I do that, let me give you a sales update. This week it's not been, like I said, it's not been brilliant. I think partly due to me not being like very active on Vinted. But yeah, last sale we had was for a bundle of 4 items, 3 comics and an old Kappa t-shirt. That went for £12.50. Since then, we've had some jeans go for £1. If pennies make pounds, what the pounds make, we're going to find out. And then that's literally it, apart from a late and great sale which came in probably an hour or 2 ago. A vintage Thunderbirds alarm clock that came in for 12 quid. So happy days. Just to address something on that, I did actually mess up because sometimes you just have to take your time and make sure you get the listing right to avoid people having to get in contact and ask questions. But that would have sold a lot quicker. But a customer got in contact and asked for pictures of the battery compartment just because they wanted to see if it were clean. In reality, the battery compartment's brand new. It's never had batteries in. So maybe if I took the time and put that picture on earlier and not try and like get listings on quick, that could have resulted in a sale the same day. Thankfully, it's still sold, gone for full price. I probably wouldn't have took offers on that because it is in like really good condition. It's got the box, and yeah, I think it will work. I've sold it as untested, but I do believe it is going to work. So yeah, we've had a £12 sale on that. Now it is Friday, so we're going to get the piggy up. Let's get him up. So I'm not too worried about the balance update, just because my key aim at the minute is being day 147. We want to be at £3,000. So that's 40 days away. So the mindset at the minute is, I think there's still, well, there is, we'll find out in a second, but there's still like a few £100 in the Vinted pot balance. So up until the end of September, when the opportunity presents itself, I want to be investing that money in more collectibles to basically give us the best chance at being at £3,000 come day 147. So I'm not too worried what the pot balance is, but it is still nice to check it week by week. So since we spoke last, the Vinted pot balance was at £2,032.59. And like I said, it took a big hit last Friday when I invested some of that money. So at the minute, what do we currently stand at? So as of today, we currently stand at £867.49. It's took a big hit. We're not on forward figures anymore. We're on less than 1,000. However, there's still scope to invest nearly £900 in more collectibles. Door's just gone. More stuff. The party does not stop. More stock just come. This is what I mean. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. We just keep going every single day. So that's more stuff that I need to go through. Perfect timing, really. And it shows the mindset and the effort that's going into this. We just keep building every single day. And it's something you can do, whether it's in your job, health, I don't know, saving for a car, whatever. Like, you just keep chipping away every single day. And you're going to get to where you want to go. And if you don't, you know what? You're still going to build something inside of you that just, character. You just keep going every day. But we're not a motivational channel. We're here to talk collectibles, business, and the journey. But what else is there to show you? We'll put some space on now. I'm out of breath. We'll put some space on now just to show you all those listings I said I were going to do. And if you see that they've been done, this video goes out at 8 p.m. on a Friday, so it gives me like 4 to 5 hours to crack on, do the editing, do the listing, and then downtime. Have a good weekend. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and whatever. See you in a bit.